Showtime, I'm a dump from the free throw line. I'm a pop champagne, I don't drink no wine. Can't talk to the pitch, I don't need no swan. Swan time bomb from the top belt buckles. Got a gun, I don't need no muscle. I'm starting businesses, I'm on the property. I'm self-made, I'm the brown knit puzzle. Sick of these people that hate on the west. You know I'm a rep till I ain't got a breath. Wanna beat us, gotta pay off the ref. Get out of line, you get hit with a cat.
Greetings and salutations and welcome to Sunday Dinner episode 156. And we got not a lot of shit to get into, but we got some shit to get into. As we do every week, we don't have a full panel tonight because we have somebody missing in action, but we'll get into that. So I'm not going to waste no time. I'm going to bring her right in, the one and only Miss Five Random Questions, Miss Sunday Dinner herself, Bianca Tate.
Hi.
Hey, what do you know? We're missing somebody that Indy specifically called me, be like, you messed up my day because I had to take Rome home so he could pod, and there's no motherfucking Rome nowhere.
That's a shame. A shame of a shame of a shame.
So here we are, episode 156. We're moving right along. We're gonna get into some shit this week. This week we're gonna talk about Trump axing the Department of Education. Will it happen? If it happens, what it means, what it could mean for parents with children, student loan borrowers like myself, and a couple other things. We're going to get into Kanye being crazy. I've always separated the artist from the music, or the person from the music, for a long time. But sometimes you get just a little too crazy and you got to be like, hold on. What else will we get into? NCAA tournaments fucking in the mix. And I've been wilding out all week because my therapist is on her honeymoon. So, yeah. It's going to be a great motherfucking show. As always, episode 156. This is Sunday Dinner and we are powered by... And like we always do at this time, we started off with a segment called How's Your Week and Other Shit. Sometimes it's 10 minutes and sometimes it's an hour and a half. It all depends. But Bianca only talks for about 17 seconds. So let's see how her week went. Bianca, how was your week?
This week was kind of crazy, and I'll get into the craziness. But my son had a choir rehearsal. I don't know what you call it. Program.
Okay.
So it was his entire middle school from 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. So 6th grades, they're just coming in and they sang something that they sang at another earlier concert. And it was some improvement, but they're still like the new choir. And that was very apparent because you heard the difference between 6th and 7th, and then the difference between like the 8th graders, which is cool. Just because it's just like, okay, you're starting off in the hopes that your class will be like the 8th grade class at one point and be the leaders. And so that was that. Funny thing, this week, men have just been coming out the woodwork telling me that they have loved me or they are still in love with me.
Okay.
And it's not okay. It's foolish at this point. Okay, no, seriously, it's foolish. Now we'll talk about the one. One didn't tell me this week because I cut them off a couple weeks ago. But he sent me some money.
Okay, not
Um,
bad.
I don't want your fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So he sent it. I didn't respond, didn't reply, didn't do the Cash App like little reaction thing, whatever. And then the other guy, here's the thing. Why? I haven't talked to you in a year, a little over a year, actually. Why are you saying, "Oh, I love you"? Why? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? I haven't been looking for you. I haven't been checking for you.
You
So
haven't been
that's
part of my mind, bro. What the fuck?
and I think they just be turning into the podcast and learning of my escapades and be
Oh
trying
shit.
to, just think that, I'm the same person. I'm not. I'm not. But then the third person, I know that they love me. They just miss me because I have been unavailable. So shout out to that person. I love you, friend, forever. Let me see what else. Um, work. That's cool. Shout out to True Lenore. She started at my current job, so we've been talking. I've been
Okay.
bothering her, just saying what's up every day. So look, if you're still trying to get that $22 an hour with that weekly pay, hit me up. I will definitely plug you with the gig. Um, Let me see what else. Spring break has started. For whatever reason, they don't go back until the first, which
That's
is
a long
next
fucking time.
Tuesday. I don't understand why they don't go back on Monday, but that's the thing. So hopefully I'll get some spring cleaning done. I don't know when, but hopefully have them go through their clothes, throw some stuff out, have them wash their walls and things like that. Yeah, and I'm here. I was here on time for Sunday dinner. Was waiting for
Ye-
Rome to tell me about that good old Adidas party. And shout out to Mr. King for that. Hi, Bruce. I hope you're watching. Let me know when you're dancing again. I thought that was nice. I want to throw money at you. I do. Shout out to Oscar. Because I saw him, Oscar, and Bruce on the stage dancing, and they had the whole stage, I guess, dancing to their dance. And shout out to Storm 219. She was in the crowd doing the dance as well. So shout out to everybody who went to the Adidas party. It was just definitely too far for me, but I wish I could have been there. Yeah, and I'm here on Sunday dinner. That was my week. What do you think?
Well, this is a rather uneventful week. My week, I'm
Very.
not gonna. For the first time, I'm not gonna overshare. Um, It's been a very weird week. There, some people close to me went through something.
Mhm.
And they know I do the show, and they asked me not to talk about it. So, but it did affect me this week. Um, Affected me greatly. So, um, suicide is crazy. Check on your people. We've talked about suicide on this show a lot over the last 4 years. There's been there's been viewers and friends of the show who have succumbed to suicide over the last 4 years. So reach out to your people, the strong ones, especially the strong ones. So my week was hectic. Very hectic. Spring break's over. Rolling right into term number 10 of fucking 7,414 terms. Family law and criminal defense, which is basically like how you build criminal cases if you're a criminal defense lawyer. So that started this week, and wow, that's all I gotta say. Family law is gonna be that's a throwaway elective. It's not gonna be anything demanding or anything like that. And it's actually the same professor that I had last term for another class, so that's real cool. This is the second time that's happened. The first time it happened, I had the same professor 3 terms in a row for different classes. So that's pretty cool. So it was like 30 weeks of fucking the same professor and just switching classes up a little bit. But
Mhm.
family law is gonna be uh like this week. It's what is this week shit? It's how to get married, marriage licenses and shit, and marriage laws and rules and regulations and whatnot in whatever state that you live in. Did you know that with parental consent, you can marry a 16-year-old in the state of Indiana?
I think I knew that.
Yes,
With the parental,
with judicial approval too, which is
um,
which is fucking odd as fuck. So whatever, but
so in theory, this could be a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old.
yes.
Okay.
Or if you want to go back to the farming days, it could be like a fucking 41-year-old and a fucking
16.
16-year-old as they're popping out 19 kids to help run the fucking farm. So, I've been a little on edge this week. Um, uh, my personal life's fucking insane right now too. Like it's fucking insane, Bianca, insane. So, craziness. Won't get into much of that yet, even though it's juicy shit. We'll wait till everything plays out so I can tell it as an overarching story. But Bay is gone. We'll say that Bay's gone. So it was kind of a weird situation anyway. So I didn't put all my eggs in a basket, so to speak, because eggs are expensive right now, and I didn't want them all to break. So I was playing it kind of as smooth as I could, just in case. So again, it'll be an overarching story. But I was out every night this week. I was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I even went out last night. Me and Bruce went out last night, actually. Shout out to Bruce. Any given night, you can find me and Bruce at the Vill, because he's been tagging along with me as of late here and there. It's been a couple weeks since the last time, but I scooped him up last night. We went up there. I went up there to be petty as fuck. Girl, let me tell you. But I did not be petty. I behaved. Drank my Vegas bombs. Went and got some Taco Bell. I haven't ate out, no fast food or nothing for 5 weeks. I just been cooking. Excuse me. They got these little fucking steak and queso fucking crunch wrap mini slider
I looked
things.
at those the other day because I was just
Girl,
like, I was so hungry, and
they were good. And then at 6:47 this morning, it was like the Undertaker. My stomach, oh my god, my stomach.
See,
It was fucking, it was wrecked. I'm fucking like going like through the motions and working through the pain as I'm walking. Like the bathroom was far. Like I got a bathroom in my area, but it's kind of like cold as fuck in there. So like that's not how I want to wake up in the morning. You know, explosive Taco Bell stomach in a cold ass bathroom as I'm fucking shivering like I'm in an outhouse or some shit. So girl, oh my god. Like I was praying to the motherfucking food guys, like I'll never eat Taco Bell again after I drink Vegas bombs. Because Vegas bombs, there's cranberry juice in them.
mm-hmm.
Not very much, especially depending on the bartender, but this still helps kickstart your digestive system.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it was on and off until like 9 o'clock where I finally like went back to bed. And then fucking, it was just fucking trying to get through everything that's fucking happened this week. Like it was crazy. So there was a lot of bad. There was also a lot of good. My therapist got married. She's on her honeymoon. I got no therapy for 4 weeks. I told her I was going to misbehave. So when she got back, there's some fucking fun stories to tell. And girl, let me tell you, I've been out here fucking wilding out. Like if you're a Facebook friend of mine, your views out there, which you're probably watching on Facebook, you can also tune in on VillinRadioNetwork.com and RobVillain.com. We're also on Villain Radio Network on YouTube. So go to YouTube, search Villain Radio Network. But yeah, I was wilding out. I've been wilding on Facebook. My girl sent me a text. One of my girls, a very good friend of mine, she sent me a text. She's like, "Your therapist never need to go on vacation again. You're wilding." But it's just, I'm trying to transform my page so I can monetize it. Now it's gonna be kind of hard because with the way I post, But I've been posting, like just like sharing shit from like groups and adding my own little shit or whatever, or just whatever. But I've been wilding out, and it's crazy when you're going through some shit. The memes start rolling down your timeline, like Facebook's like they're in tune, man. Meta got it. Zuckerberg's like, hey, we about to have you fucking get through with some engagement. Fuck.
You
But it
know,
was
shout out to Meta. Those checks. Now I do like. I don't post often, but when I do, I guess they add up to something. So shout out to Meta for their. I got my what do you call it, remittance this week. So
okay.
shout out to them. I don't know if it's monthly or if they do it quarterly. I
Oh,
think
okay,
they
okay.
do it quarterly because I think they had January, February, I think March or whatever the case may be. But shout out to them because I did get a payout from Meta this week, so
Oh, okay.
good for
That's
them.
that's that's dope. That's dope. Skurlock's been fucking. He be on TikTok doing shit, and he was trying to get me to come into this panel thing or this room, this live room, whatever the other day. But I was
Yeah.
lit at the strip club, so I wasn't. I was kind of indisposed. But there's some money in that shit too. Just fucking being on there.
So here's the thing. So there's a site called Bigo. Basically, it's a live little thing, and you can broadcast, and people will give you gifts or money or whatever. And the goal of it is just like TikTok Live, where you want to get, I guess, little gifts or whatever. So you do have a payout. I've had a payout from Bigo. I think last month I did pretty well, but I don't have time to just sit. You know what I'm saying? Just sit and
Okay. Yeah.
talk about
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing. Like I be like, y'all, I want to go. I don't have nothing to say. I'll play our video. I'll play our podcast like recap like during the week. I'll play it on there and stuff. But
Okay.
other than
Oh
that,
yeah,
like
you be sending screenshots and shit. I'll be saying.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I've been wanting to do the like clips and stuff, but all the AI clips, all the AI sites that fucking take the video and clip it up, we gotta get the show down. They'd be like, it's too long. So what I'll do is I'll download the show and I'll throw it in Premiere and I'll take the section I want to chop up, whatever we're talking about,
Mhm.
and then I'll throw it in there and then I'm gonna have them do it that way.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that way we could start, throwing that shit on TikTok and all that shit
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, it was a very 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 weird week. Um my therapist is gonna be like, "What the fuck, bro?" Because I've been kind of fucking. I've kind of been uh. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Indy, you took Rome home to pod, and guess who's not podding? So there's that. Uh, but yeah, so it was a crazy week, quite a crazy week. Um, I'm glad it's over. Very glad it's over. Uh, I have a lot of homework still. This criminal law for criminal defense class is gonna fucking. It's gonna be a long, 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 long 10 weeks, and I don't know how I'm gonna juggle it because I leave April 14th go do that Wisconsin job.
Sheesh.
So I'm gonna be in Wisconsin Monday through Friday, working 10-hour days. Like I'm used, I work now in a limited capacity, but it's definitely not 10 hours a day. I try to make what I have a certain amount I have to make a day, and I try to hit that, within 4 hours. So the next 2 hours I could whatever to put aside or
Mhm.
whatever, whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's gonna be rough to figure out how to juggle that. So basically, when I'm home on Saturday and Sunday, just like kind of now, Saturday and Sunday are like my main days where I try to get all my schoolwork done. I try to fucking get it all fucking even anything that I did previous in a week. I try to go over it, making it because I'm on this straight A shit. I haven't got a
Mhm.
B since February of 2024. in a class. So I'm on a year-long streak of just straight A's. And I think even though I thought I was gonna miss the fucking chancellor's list, I won't know for sure until the final shit's released. But there might
Mm.
be a slash chance. You're not. Hey, you're too late because I'm not debriefing it yet. There's it's an ongoing. It's a ongoing. I'll tell you separately, Madison. I'll tell you separately. But it's an ongoing thing that's overarching. That's too gonna be too good to just tell bits and pieces, and I'm not ready for it all to be out yet anyway. So there's that. But it was this week was good. It was bad. I was happy. I was sad. Um, I cried so much at one point this week that I had to pull over on 65 because my contacts wouldn't fucking stay in place. So it was a crazy week. I was very drunk almost all week. Um, I'm throwing shots at motherfuckers because I know they're watching. On Facebook, I'm wilding out. Like I told you, my girl, fucking, she's like, "Hey, your therapist can't go on vacation ever again because you're wilding, bro."
Right.
Like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's been I'm looking forward to see what this week has in store for me. I got some ideas for some things I'm working on. I'm really moving along with the outline for the strip club show, even though I need to be working on a second draft of the book. Um, we're really coming along, coming to a head, and gonna start getting all this shit mixed together for Villain Radio and 3B's G Scott's Bitch Come Hug Me Please project. Um, and my motherfucking little sis, motherfucking Sevyn Tha Don. She's I've known her for a long time. Known her for a long time, like 2018, 2019. Known her for a long time. So basically since she turned 18, and started working at the club. But she's always rapped and stuff like that, but she never really took it serious and shit like that. Now she's starting to take it serious. Um, she's she always be on songs with people and shit like that, but she recorded her first song. Well, the first like real encompassing song. It's perfect. She's 24. It's perfectly aimed at that generation. It's like a little over 2 minutes, no hook. She's just rapping and shit. We are
Okay.
gonna play that tonight. I told her we're gonna debut that shit tonight. I've been motherfucking lit over this song. First of all, the beat's dope. We were supposed to record it here a couple weeks ago, and we did the first verse, but her voice was all fucked up. She was sick, and she got a real like raspy, husky voice anyway. So fucking and once she's been drinking, smoking or whatever, it really fucking
Mhm.
really gets to the point where it's like, you know what, maybe tonight's not tonight.
Mhm.
But yeah, so shout seven. That we're gonna play that's called Goofy Bitches.
Hop in the Ringo, yeah. The Don, baby. The Ringo, yeah.
Not gonna play it yet, but
That's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, it's I'm proud of her. So if for people to follow me on Snapchat, there's one like my days are Snapchat. It starts where I'm on the way, usually to the city to work. I'm smoking, listening to whatever. I got one long playlist. It's like 20 hours long. It's songs from the fucking 50s to
Mhm.
a couple months ago, depending on the artist. Um, and I have arguments with people my age because like they're so ready to critique the new artist and or the new styles, or new subgenres or whatever the case may be. But I've stayed away from that because I've aged out of that demographic. I'm not in the target demographic anymore, and I haven't been. So all this, all these new, artists and shit like that, they're not making music for me.
Yeah.
They're making it for themselves, for their peers, and the labels are mass marketing it to those demographics. I'm not even in the urban demographic anymore because I'm not in that age, and I live in the fucking suburbs now. So it's what the fuck. But I've been there'll be a couple artists that come around, new artists come around, and be like, all right, whatever. I might hear them with my nephew or some shit like that, or if This girl I got something when we used to be riding all the time. Fucking but yeah, and I'll add it to the playlist or whatever, and it's always just shuffle, 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 whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm proud of her ass, so I'm vibing to it. I'm smoking whatever. It's on Snapchat. Then she shares it on her Snapchat, and all of a sudden, here's all these fucking young hot bitches and Latin kings fucking requesting me because she rap with a bunch of Latin kings from the city.
Oh wow.
Block Spinners Entertainment. Shout out to Block Spinners. 360 Poo and them. Um, y'all do you. I'm from a whole nother team. So good luck in all your endeavors. But I did not accept a lot of those friend requests. Bitches, yeah. But and the same thing on Facebook. So I put the video on Facebook today, and the same thing. She shared it, and then here come all the motherfucking friend requests me. I'm like, shit. Go through my pictures, and you see which way my hat is, and then you might not want to be my friend no more. But yeah, these YNs, I ain't messing with these YNs and these gangs. All the OGs, it was a whole different story. Whoever we were rolling with, or, whatever. It was all about the money. We work with all the gangs kind of worked together at some point back in the day. But it's not like that no more because these motherfuckers are crazy. But it was the week was interesting. Um, so got that song from Sevyn. G Scott's been hard at work. Shit, like G Scott's, with the exception of him hoarding all the shit, all the music. Like a lot of artists need to take a page from his book because he's constantly recording, constantly
Yeah.
ideas, mumbles, that turn into songs. He'll get that mumble melody first and fill in the words later, But he's constantly recording, and it's same thing with I always say with Dink. Dink's been MVT Dink been the motherfucking most consistent artist out here for probably like the last year and a half, 2 years. But it's it's the week was bad, so I started fucking filling the void with other shit, so I didn't fucking think about
Mhm.
it. But homework wasn't helping because I'm like, I can't fucking think about this shit fucking right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was not at the Adidas party, so I cannot fucking talk about that. From what I seen and from what I heard, it was fucking lit. So shout out to Mr. King and them, fucking for the fourth annual Adidas party. Thought Rome would be here to talk about it, but Rome was fucking no call, no show.
Shout out to Miss Olivia. She hosted. We kind of worked at the same station for a moment in time. So shout out to her. She's always cool and
Yeah, she cool.
positive. Definitely someone I would definitely respect in like the broadcasting media ish in the area. So shout out to her as well for hosting that event.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wanted to go, but I didn't have the energy to go be Rob Vill all night,
Hmm.
so I had to sit that one out.
And that's another thing, with me trying to go all the way back out there. It's like if I'm gonna go, I want to go and then enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
like, oh, I gotta go to work because I had to work. What the Adidas party was Friday, so yeah, I had to work Saturday. But I just didn't want to just go and then, oh, okay, I'm gonna turn around and go back home. So, hmm, I wish it was like closer to Maryville. Like, for real.
Well, you just gotta tell the fucking if you taking an Uber or something, you just gotta take the highway to Broadway or the toll road to Broadway.
That's not gonna change the cost.
Well, it might be. It's shorter than going any other way.
Yeah, yeah. But still, like, oh, that would have been like $170 to go.
Oh yeah. If I was going, I would have offered to pick you up, but I was not going.
And then that's the thing, like I would dare not have nobody come all the way out to where I'm at to take me all the way there and then all the way back. Like that's a drive. That's a drive for anybody.
Well, if you're gonna pay 170 at Uber, you could give me $40 for gas.
Agreed. No, I don't have a problem with that. No, I agree. I agree. I'm just saying. Just
But
saying.
that would have depended on me not getting fucking wasted. Be like, you're gonna have to Uber home.
Actually, I've never been to the loft.
What?
What was it
That's
before? I wasn't. I
the link bar.
never have been in that
See,
establishment.
I like the loft setup and I like their stage. I like their stage. So
Yeah, I've never been in there. I will never go to Playos. You know what I'm saying?
well,
So I've
yeah,
never been in there.
we've talked about. I've never been to Playos either. I have no inclination or reason to go to Playos either. The people that he brings out are not the type of people I really care to go see. It's not. I'm not in that demographic.
No.
So there's that. So we'll, we'll we'll just keep it like that. Let's see. Anything else I wanted to go over this week? My life's like a fucking soap opera.
Oh, I did have an interaction with a young gentleman, I guess, who is very invested in a missing girl from Gary and her story.
You must be
And
talking about Kevin Collins.
yes, yes.
I already knew who you're talking about as soon as you said his name because I'm not friends with him on Facebook or anything, but I see him in like some groups I'm in.
So I had a question for him because I'm just like, well, I have an issue with all of these groups that do follow these cases, but I just in my head, I'm like, you all are possibly making money off of sharing these people's story or whatever. So I did ask, like, are you getting paid? Like what's the hook? And Buddy got very upset with me for asking that.
Okay.
Like, what are you doing? Are you going to church? Have you joined the search team? And I'm like, sir, I was just asking because it's something that's seriously something to consider. Like, okay, you keep on sharing these stories, and I told him, I was like, I remember like sharing your information that you posted, but it was incorrect, and we had to retract it on the podcast. So I was that was a funny interaction, a zesty interaction that I thought was just like, dang, sir. I was just, that's something to be concerned about.
I
Like,
started seeing him a lot this week because I was invited to join the Northwest Indiana Black Community page.
shout out to okay, so how that new page came about. So there was a Northwest Indiana Black Community Action group or whatever. Apparently one of the co-creators of that group started charging for advertisement or whatever, and was selling shirts and didn't give people shirts or whatever. So I guess they
Create
made
a
the
new
new
one.
group. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was in the old one too. I was like, what's this other one?
Yeah. So shout out, and actually I think her name is Kamika Parker.
Okay. Shout out to Tamika.
Yeah, shout out to her. She's like, I think we actually
Thank you for including my light skin ass.
She she's real like in with Maryville. I don't know if she's like a school council person or if she's just like just a really involved community person. But shout out to her. She's always sharing, I guess, helpful stuff and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah. I've been see anything else about this week?
Oh, hey, in my local area, people have been putting skimming devices in local businesses.
Oh
and
shit.
we're not having it out here, okay? So they have been sharing this man's picture.
Hey, I seen that shit. Yeah. Yeah, they sharing the fuck out that shit.
Okay.
Like on every city page.
Yeah.
I seen on Portage one, the Hobart one, the Hammond one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, also, a fucking tornado hit Gary this week.
Yeah.
A tornado, a fucking whole ass tornado.
Yeah.
EF1.
Yeah.
Right around like 21st and Whitcomb area.
Shout out to that is my grandmother's old neighborhood. I actually spoke with two of her friends, one of her friends. Um, I don't know if that's 20. I don't know, but they're in the 21st Avenue in
Yeah.
the eye of the storm. So she was okay. Another friend was okay. My cousin lives in my grandmother's home, so her home was not touched, but it was what is that, McCullough? It used to be locked. The freaking gym was the roof
The roof
gone,
peeled off. It
peeled
peeled off
off.
like a tuna can. Just peeled
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah.
That shit
Horrible,
was
horrible, horrible.
crazy. Who let me see. Let me find some let me find the pictures. Shout out to DJ Stannon. I'm going to his page for the pictures because he posts them. They're going to be the easiest to find on his page. If I go to fucking Region News Source, I'm going to be fucking scrolling through a fucking bunch of fucking bullshit. Okay, here we go. Let me share this. So, it was, like I said, it was the EF1. Here's some damage that occurred.
Yeah.
Whole garage. This, I think, I was on the phone with Skurlock. He got a phone. One of these pictures might be somebody related to Skurlock.
Mm.
That same garage.
Yeah. Those freaking poles, and it looked like I remember seeing a picture. I guess I guess that would be West 21st, and all the freaking light poles are like tilted.
Yeah. I actually haven't driven down there because I haven't been out there. Another house all look fucking it's ripping the stumps out, girl.
Mm.
And that was only an EF1? This shit goes up to what, 5? Look, whole garage roof gone, door gone. Same thing with this house, roof gone. Look, you can see the whole ass support beams, plywood all gone,
Yeah.
shingles all gone. Look, the whole faucet and gutter fucking hanging off. It's just crazy. It's just really crazy. I think that's it from there. Oh yeah, this was the Hard Rock. The wind blew the velvet rope fucking
Yeah,
things.
all the fucking glass.
All the glass shattered. Yeah. So what is tornado levels? E5 is the strongest. So the winds going through Gary that day were between 86 miles an hour and 110 miles an hour.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy. Now I know why they peeled the whole fucking gym roof off the school. Half of it gone like a motherfucking open like a fucking can of tuna. Shit was crazy. And yeah, that's moderate damage. That's crazy. I mean, E5 is 200 miles an hour. That's that fucking twisted shit. Yeah, girl, I was on the highway on FaceTime with my nephew. My nephew's at home, and my nephew lives right there on fucking 25th and Mount.
Right there.
And his fucking power, he's in the kitchen, his lights are flashing like a strobe light. He's like, I've never seen no shit like this. I was like, I've never seen no shit like this either.
Yeah. And you know,
But it's all behind me because as I'm on the phone with them, I'm like passing Grant at the time. Coming home to Hobart. By the time I got home to Hobart, girl, I gotta like I get off 8094 on Ripley. I'm driving down Ripley. I'm driving south, and fucking once I pass Ridge, and it turns into Hobart Road, the car's just getting slammed with hail. It's little BB sized pellets of hail. It was all over my front yard. It was insane. And I was like, this ain't no ordinary storm. That's common when there's tornadoes, hail.
So it started. I thought I heard hail. I didn't see it. But I'm looking, I'm like, there's gonna be a tornado. Like like I don't know if I'm just because I'm black and I'm a woman now. So now I just
You're a woman
feel
now?
weather.
Like when
Well,
weren't you a woman?
I'm talking about, I guess, an older black woman with older
Oh, oh,
children.
okay.
So now I can pick, like, I can just feel weather patterns just naturally. So I'm like, there's gonna be like, there's a tornado somewhere.
There's a
But
tornado. Now you did that. You turned into real life storm.
yes, I felt
But
it.
you're
I'm like,
detecting
there's a
them. You're
tornado.
feeling them.
And then, unfortunately, well, fortunately, nothing happened out where
She
I
said
am.
there's a tornado. That's wow.
And it was like like I knew
Yeah,
there
yeah, yeah,
was.
yeah.
So, like I said, like I'm always concerned with that because I'm on the third floor of my building. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, if there's a tornado, I got to get the kids. And I act like they're babies, but I'm like, okay, I got to put them in the tub and like cover their heads so they won't get hurt. But we didn't have no in this area is very good with weather related alarms. Okay, none of that happened out here. They didn't play an alarm, nothing. But and then I think that's a conversation for the city of Gary because apparently Gary does not have tornado alarms or weather related sirens.
It wasn't supposed to be a tornado. That shit just like
Out of even more reason why I guess the
they
city
didn't even realize it till after it happened.
and that's but still that should
Yeah.
be a conversation for the city of Gary. And I don't know if it's the same with like Maryville or if Hobart has a system or
I
whatever.
know they.
But
Hey, when I was growing up, I know Hammond or East Chicago had them because I heard them growing up. They test them.
yeah. And I know Maryville might have had one.
Yeah, so
Where
I
I'm
don't.
at, they test them once a
Yeah,
month.
that's weird.
So I hope that conversation is happening with the people, the powers that be for the city. While they're talking about building a Hard Rock Convention Center, y'all need
Well, well,
weather
that's
sirens.
that's well, no. See, that's a whole separate thing. Then the city and Hard Rock came together for a proposal, but they're not the only site. There was a bunch of sites from
Oh,
Lake County.
where?
It's the second one is somewhere in I don't know. It might be in Maryville.
Oh, see that?
Did
I
you
didn't
just
hear
did
that.
you just turn that off so you can hit the blunt?
Yes. Yes.
uh,
Ah,
hold on. Let me look this up. Lake County Convention Center proposal. This is gonna give me the times. I'm not gonna.
yeah, I wonder where the other sites are because I didn't know any other sites were in consideration. I thought it was solely just
It's in
Gary.
Hobart.
Uh,
Well, here's all of them that were fucking submitted. Okay.
okay.
Um, there's site I, site N, site E, site F, and site B. Site I is Patriot Park, which is 137 weighted score. I don't even know where the fuck this is at all. Patriot Park. I don't know where that's at. Um, team. Let's see. Where's the
I've never heard of that.
Patriot Park's in Hobart. It don't tell me vicinity. No, it's the northeast corner of 65 and 30. That's
So is that the Radisson?
no. That's the other side.
Oh,
Because I every believe everything south of 65 is Maryville
huh.
or north of 65. East of 65. West of 65, I should say. I'm high. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fucking direction wise. Fuck. Yeah, I'm trying to fucking picture it. But yeah, fucking, it has to be like where the La Quinta Inn it was and all that shit, or is, because that's would be the northeast. Hold on, let's bring up the fucking map. Let's bring up the map, guys.
They're gonna take away Red Lobster.
Is it even open?
I don't know, and I haven't been to that one in 3 years.
All right, this would be. No, yeah, this is the northeast corner. No,
So
This is the northeast corner. Yeah, but there's Costco and everything, unless they're talking about over here, or yeah, that's weird.
well, I just feel like there's no space over there for anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What the fuck?
We're gonna have the convention center next to Ollie's, bargains, or Bob's discount.
See. There's already a
Wow.
Patriot Park, and it's not what we're talking about. Yeah, that's not it. Nope.
Well,
So
next
that's just one of them. Okay, that's
Okay.
just. Then you have. Hold on. What else? Boom. I'm gonna share the fucking shit. You know why not? So back to the fucking sites. The next site is the Hard Rock Casino. Then you got the Old Century Mall area. I-65 and US 30, which is the old fucking shits. And then you got Kennedy Avenue and I-94, which is, I don't know what the fuck they got over there because everything's fucking
Wasn't
cooking up
that
over
okay?
there.
So, okay, so Kennedy in 94. There
But
were
I
some
think
apartments,
I,
right?
there used to be apartments called the Highlands back in the day, but all that got tore down. Now they got those hotels, the business building, the B Dubs, and all that shit.
Okay, on the other side,
On the other side is Dowling Park.
there
They have a
were
whole. They
there.
have a whole.
Hmm.
The other side is literally Dowling Park. On the one side, both sides Hammond, but what would be the north side is Dowling Park and Gene Shepherd Center and the Cube ice skating rink, indoor ice skating thing. So that's you can't be there. The other side is
The Welcome
like
Center.
houses is the Welcome Center, and the other side in Hessville is fucking houses and a Domino's and a smoke shop and fucking a gas station and a fucking Dunkin' Donuts and a McDonald's. So I don't know. That's why I think those sites are out. This was the original one. Now I believe it's down to like Patriot Park and Hard Rock or some shit like that. And of course I'm going for the Hard Rock because everything's will be in Gary and everything's already there, other than them just building the hotel and the convention center.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of land, and and they could develop that area.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, let me see. I know there's more updated shit. 4 days ago, March 6th. Here's Gary's proposal. Let's see if they have. No, that's not something I want to see. Proposal. Yeah, I'm not finding what I want to find, like the pictures and everything. They got it on the Times, but they want me to pay to see it. So, but they got till May 20. They're making their decision. They got to make a decision by May 2025. And if they're smart, I don't know why they wouldn't go with the Hard Rock thing because that's automatic money that Hard Rock going to put into it. It's more of a draw. Like there's nothing at Patriot Park area where that's a draw. Like what? Oh, you're gonna go to the fucking mall? What the fuck? Here, you're fucking 25 minutes from Chicago, and you fucking the casino's right there.
Yeah.
Go spend some money.
Yeah.
And world class shows. The fucking the venue at the Hard Rock, the fucking Hard Rock Live or whatever the fuck they call it, is fucking juking.
Mm-hmm.
They got
Mm-hmm.
fucking Sting coming there. What the fuck?
They
So yeah,
had something the other night. Actually, it has a big old rock event last night.
yeah.
Actually,
Kevin Hart's
uh,
been there. Jerry Seinfeld's been there.
mhm,
So
mhm.
they do got they've had some they got the big people coming up there. And that's the thing that when you sign with Hard Rock to do all their shit, when you're doing it in Florida, and shit like that, or everywhere else, it includes, northern Hard
Mhm.
Rock, Northern Indiana. You notice how that's what they call it. It's not Gary. It's Northern Indiana. Not even Northwest Indiana. Northern
Northern.
Indiana. Northern. Like, okay, we see you. We see you. We see that you're investing in the city without saying you're in the city. Yeah, I mean, until you get the address, then the address is fucking, of course, Gary, Indiana. But yeah, so I mean, I'm all for being on that property. Seeing that area develop more.
Uh,
My nephew's buying a house in that area, so it'll be a nice little flip for him. If that's where it's gonna be at. So I'm looking for the fucking.
but I definitely feel like that would be better. I think it's best in Gary just because the Hard Rock has been successful and we already have
Yeah,
something Hard Rockish there. So why not? Let's just go ahead and do the convention center and the lodging. I don't understand why lodging wasn't, well, that should have
yeah,
just been
yeah.
included because,
Well, they want the reason they didn't do it off bat is because they wanted to see how the business was going to be before they built it. But that's why they acquired enough land to go
hmm
ahead and build if necessary.
and I really do
Shout out to
hope they do
Chico.
that.
So there's only a little bit of like a little part of the neighborhood that they haven't bought up, like little down,
Yeah.
little west of them. So I'm sure they're already trying to snatch that up, with this proposal. And they got all the
hmm
shit across the street too. But it's gonna be like you're gonna build all that shit. Where's the fuck's the parking gonna be? Like what the hell?
Yeah. And I've only been to well, I'm going to say twice, maybe. Twice I've been to Hard Rock. I don't think I won anything significant, which is why I've only been there twice.
I've been there 3 times and I only won one. The first time I won good. Second time I didn't win at all. Third time I really didn't win at all. So after that I was like, there ain't no fuck. What the fuck this shit?
I really
I mean,
hit it blue chip a lot.
I haven't
That's,
gambled a blue chip,
yeah.
but I'm not a big gambler like that anyway. So, like,
Me
I lived in
either.
Vegas for 8 years. I gambled like 5, 6 times. And that's usually when like somebody came to town. Like,
Yeah.
when you live there, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna be gambling. Nah, fucking, there's a bunch of other shit to do instead of fucking wasting your money. It's just like called paying your bills. And fucking. But I have been lucky, like at the airport. Like I've won, 8, almost 9 grand off. You've known the story. We've talked about it
Mhm.
numerous times off that one machine.
Mhm.
So I've had and it's always that one machine. I don't always play a lot because I'm either waiting to get on the plane or I'm fucking hitting it as I land, walking to baggage and shit like that. So but yeah, I can't. I'm not a big gambler like that. Every it's like, hey, I just wasted $20. What the fuck? That's
Yeah.
fucking almost half tank of gas, or you know,
Yeah.
fucking some weed. What
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fucking almost 2 Vegas bombs. Fuck. Oh, that is 2 Vegas bombs with the tip.
Yeah.
Fuck. But yeah, it's yeah. Every now and again, I'll be drunk enough. I'll leave the VU and like be like, but since my brother can't be out doing shit like that right now, shout out to my brother, critical. Fucking I hung out with him today for a little bit, as I do usually on Sundays. But he will be drunk and they'll be like, "Let's go to Hard Rock," and I'm like, "All right, fuck it," because we win together. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. He's like a Rain Man with roulette. Like we'll go in there, we'll be in Vegas, and we'll be just standing in the middle of like 4 live roulette tables, and this motherfucker's like Rain Man, fucking reading the boards on what numbers are hitting and what have hit, what haven't. And our number is
Mhm.
11. It's always 11. And my birthday's 11/13, so I always play that. Oh, excuse me. So and it always hits. We filmed almost all the music videos he's ever done in Vegas. And once we get to Vegas, we win enough money in like the first, couple hours we're there to pay for the whole trip. So, and it's consistently like that. And it's insane. Like, I didn't believe him. He used to fucking FaceTime me like, man, I'm fucking, look at all these chips. And I'm like, bro, look, there's no way this is sustainable. And it was he was doing it all the time. Then he come out to Vegas and he did it in Vegas. And then I moved back here. And then in 2000, 19 and fucking, we're going to casino doing the same thing out here. And I was like, this is fucking insane. But it's only like if we're together, I'm by myself, I'm fucking losing and shit. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm just gonna go play the fucking penny slots for like a fucking hour video.
That's all I wanted. Like,
Yeah.
me and my quote unquote girlfriend, we used to have our dates at the casino. And she would shoot, I'd give that girl some money and if she hit, I'd be like, okay. Like, I told her to say she won about like 350, 400 one time. I was like, okay, bitch, here's 100. Give me the 3.
I used to when my grandma fucking retired and moved to Vegas, me and my mom and shit, we had already been out there for a while, and she sold her house and the house was paid off. So that was all, she got her pension, she got fucking all the bread from the house she sold. She coming to Vegas, she'll call me at like 9 o'clock in the morning. She's like, you want to go for lunch? Because she didn't drive, So I was like, all right, grandma. Well, which I already knew what that meant. She sat at the Frank Sinatra dollar machine and she would just fucking. And it was the old school one where she pulled a lever.
That's the ones I like to play.
Like at this time, it's still like this was 2003. So it was still shooting out fucking dollar coins if you win too, So fucking, but we get there and she'd be like, here's $100 bill, go play and have some fun. And I'm like, all right. And I'd just fucking go walk around for like an hour and a half. Fucking go to the little kiosk machine, put the $100 bill in. They throw me fucking 520s. I go up to my grandma. I was like, Grandma, I got $40 left. She's like, oh, just keep that. And here's another 100. Go play some more. But by the time I leave there, I got like fucking $400.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel bad. The first time I feel bad, but fucking, she just kept giving me more money. And I'll be like, look, take this money. No, take. And then finally, I told her, like fucking, like 4 months into it, I was like, Grandma, I've just been like, taking this money and not even playing. She's like, I don't care what you do with the money. She's like, if I don't give it to you, she's like, I'm just gonna blow it on this machine because I'm bored. She's like, my good shows don't start till 4 o'clock. I'm like, what the fuck? So she just needed something to pass the time till her show started.
Yeah.
I was like, Grandma, you ain't gotta pay me to hang out with you. Me and my grandma were always close. I was always at her house growing up. We were always close. That's where my love for the Golden Girls comes from. So fucking like, yeah, you ain't gotta pay me to fucking hang out with you, Graham. It's like,
I can't wait. I can't wait to be a grandparent and just sneak some money in their hand and just be like, shh, don't tell nobody I gave you this.
Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. And they're gonna leave and be like, look what Graham gave me. Oh shit. Yes. That's basically been our week and other stuff and stuff like that. So let's get into this show. Sunday Dinner, episode 156. Oh shit, Chico, you're about to have oh shit.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. Hey, you want to hear hey, check this out, Chico. So I go to the club last night to talk to Chad, and I park in my normal handicap spot, and I didn't put my placard up. I forgot because I don't usually put it up there, but I was like, I don't fucking care if you put your placard up. And Kenny's like, I don't give a fuck. Tell me why I'm sitting there. And Keith comes up to me and be like, Vill, if you're going to be parking in a handicap thing, I need your placard up. I was like, oh, shit. Really? So I had to go put my placard up. What the fuck? So, yeah. I was going to wait to tell you that on Tuesday, but you're watching, so there you go. So, yeah, that was Welcome to Sunday Dinner, episode 156. Let's get into fucking... Bro, fucking stickler like a motherfucker, bro. Like, I just wanted some chips, but I had to buy another drink because This motherfucker ain't gonna let her charge my card for a bag of chips. And I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, it wasn't. I left there at 1 o'clock. There was nobody there. So none of my favorites there. So it was time to go. Fucking, I went to Taco Bell. Fucking something I shouldn't have did, and fucking spent my morning fucking in Taco Hell. But let's get into what did I want to get into? I want to get into we'll get into Department of Education and Kanye, but there's something else that I just fucking thought of that I wanted to get into, but now I can't fucking remember what the fuck it was. God damn it. It was in my head while we were talking about our weeks, and I was like, I'm gonna save this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I already know. Yeah, I already know. Oh yeah, it was so man, that fucking pisses me off. I was like, it was my head. I was like, I'll save this for when we start the show. No, I don't fucking remember what it was. Oh, well, anyway. Before we get into Kanye, I'm gonna play the Sevyn song. Let me make a post about it right now. Fucking, I like the premiere songs, like artists that we know. Like if your fucking song don't fucking suck, send it to me. If it don't suck, I'll play it. But you have to give it to me before you put it on streaming platforms, so they're not fucking flagging us when we play it. When you put your song on streaming platforms, even if you're an independent artist, the distribution service you use, whether you're using DistroKid or fucking CD Baby or TuneCore or fucking whatever, they do sync licensing, so they're listening for your shit being played. So like I ain't got no problem premiering songs if they're good. Don't send me no bullshit, because I even if it's bullshit, I'll still play it and talk shit about it while we're playing it. So that's how it goes. But I'm gonna play the song by Sevyn. And like I said earlier, I'm proud of this bitch. Fucking finally, like, she's getting this fucking consistency thing going, and I've always talked about this to any artist that's watched, to artists that I've interviewed, on Friday Night Live or Villain Radio Live, on Villain Radio Show, on this show. It's all about being consistent, just, even if you're not dropping anything, build up a catalog so you can sit back a little bit, just put out content with this shit. Goofy Bitches is the name of the song. I'm fucking stalled. I'm stalling as I'm typing out the fucking Facebook post before I play it. Called Goofy Bitches. I don't know who fucking produced it, but I like the beat. The beat's hard as fuck. So on Sunday dinner. But I like this fucking wave of female artists that have been coming. And shout out to Jonesy, because old girl from Michigan City, Georgiana, fucking ain't my cup of tea, but he sent me the elevator spaghetti fucking like last month, and that shit's been growing on me. And as soon as he sent it to me, all of a sudden fucking like she's like on my TikTok For You page, and like there's not a lot of music on my shit at all. My shit's like political shit, like recipes and fucking a little bit of tinge of ratchetness, So I'm like, what the fuck? Let's see. Okay. Tag her. Post the link. Post it. Come on, post it. It's posting. So, name of the song is Goofy Bitches. It's a YN song. She's 24 years old. She talk about the ops. Woo! Shit like that. I wish I can't do no ding 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 ding. I can't do no shit like that because wait, I might be able to play a file. Can I play a file? I don't think I can play a file. Just like that. Can I? Hold on. Share. Present. Present. Nope. I could do an image file and a video file, but I can't do. Okay, I don't have it on a video, so I can't do no motherfucking gunshots or no shit like that I would like to do in it. But we gonna play this shit. It's called Goofy Bitches. I've already said it like 17 times. I'm just stalling to see if anybody is gonna jump on before I fucking play it. But Goofy Bitches by Sevyn Tha Don. Here we go. Motherfucking Sunday dinner premiere.
Hop in the Rango, yeah. The Don, baby. Yeah. Rolling up some woods, I'm getting high up in the Rango. Sliding on some obsolete shots, they do the tango. Never been no pussy, what you think my name is Draco? My baby is the Don, the fuck you bitches on. I told him that I loved him, he believed me, I'm a con. I know he fucked me good when he been sipping on that wine. You know he like me better when I'm gone up off that Hennessy. Got me feeling lit, we in the backseat, he caressing me. Bitches talking shit, well I'ma slide, they keep on testing me. Matter of fact, who that on the car? To the left of me. If you turn out fake, you not my friend, but you an enemy. Knew I was that bitch cause I've been lit since elementary. Crash out, baby, we can get into it. If you broke, don't try to beef with me cause you already losing. Acting like you mad because your baby daddy choosing, but you never wanna fight, you goofy bitches be amusing. Fuck wrong these goofy ass hoes. Fuck. Try to tell them. Weird ass. Fuck. The Don. These goofy bitches be amusing me. Blowing up my phone, but bitch, I blocked, you can't get through to me. Talking all the shit, but all you doing putting fuel in me. Never been inspired by your shit, you can't influence me. Asking me to make all your decisions, bitch, you clueless. Bitch, I'm Big Sieta, you know that I really do this. I be talking all the shit, you don't believe me, let me prove it. I got some titties on my stick, you really wanna see me use it? What's wrong with these hoes? I don't think I'll ever know. I sent some hitters to his crib cause he was acting back though. I see you bitches talking shit, but now you turn up at my show. You been talking out your neck, make sure you keep that on the low. Cause if I hear you talking when I see you, I'ma blow. And I don't gotta do the dash, no drive a whip it like a pro. I'ma make it to the paper in the rain or in the snow. Bitch, we be the spinners, when you see us, we on go.
Very, very nice. Very, very clever. Like the cleverness of it. Um, Glad it for her to be a new artist, a younger person, that it isn't so sexually charged and all of that. So that's always good for me. I love her voice. Whoever did the audio, wonderful job. Because that's the thing too.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
that's the thing for me. Stickler for a good audio on a good track. Love the ad libs. That wasn't too much either. That was just enough.
Yep.
I'm very excited. I would love to see a visual. You know.
She just shot a video today of a song that she's on with somebody. Um,
Okay.
but not to that song. But
Okay.
so we'll play that when that drops.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm proud of her. I'm proud she's fucking finally taking her talent seriously and shit like that. So sometimes you gotta. It takes a while. Sometimes the talent don't always match up with the work ethic that this business actually needs. People don't realize how strenuous it can be
Yeah.
if this is what you want to seriously do. You know, 12, 14-hour studio sessions, on the daily, like I said, building up catalog, and that's how it goes when you're developing an artist though, so but
Does she have any children?
yes.
Well, good for you, sis, because I couldn't find a way to do it. So I will support you and you doing this because you sound very nice. You sound very, very nice. And I would love to hear more music from you. So like, you know, keep on doing what you're doing and do it, girl, and be consistent. Me on the other hand, I
Yes.
couldn't be
Yep.
consistent. how I wanted to. How like by the time I was just like, okay, we're gonna do this, this, then the third, and was gonna roll out a plan. COVID happened and my life changed. So, girl, do please keep going. Please
And
for me.
and she began tired of me, but she listens to me. You know, she don't fucking like when I pick her up for work or I take her home. You know, depending on what the fuck she doing, like she getting lectured. You know, and it's all out of love. You know, she like my little sister. I've known her fucking forever. You know, and fucking it's and she listens. You know, she listens to everything I say. You know, she don't not listen as fucking she enacts all action to what I tell her. You know,
Mhm.
she should be doing, but she listens instead of just being like rolling her eyes or
Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah,
case
yeah,
may
yeah.
be. You know, so and but she also knows what I've done and shit like that. So and it's like it's good to see somebody starting to find their voice
Yeah.
after a while, so
Good for
she's
you, sweetie. Keep on going. Please
yeah.
do. Because I wish I could, but I can't. I wish I oh, I wish I could. I miss it. I miss it. But I got shit to do.
Um, moving on to the man himself,
Boo.
Bianca's favorite artist of all time.
Oh gosh. I listen. Listen.
That is
And there's
crazy Kanye,
and
because
there's
he has been wilding. Like he's always been a bit outspoken, going back to Hurricane Katrina, and George Bush don't like black people, which he probably did not. Um, uh, he's his level of outspokenness has gotten more dramatically crazy, throughout the years. And here it is, 2025, and it's like, bruh, like why you gotta say that Jay and Beyonce's kids are retarded?
the issue I have with this is like, sir, you clearly have a mental disability and have been open about your mental health. You know, number one. Number two, why are we going after kids? And I know you say this, that, and the third, but you don't want people saying nothing about your Northeast, Chicago, Saint, and I don't know the other child's name, Marvel, whatever. But you don't want nobody talking about your kids and how you parent. Leave the children out of it because they ain't nobody thinking about you. Kanye, just run for president already if you're gonna do something, or make an album. Like, what happened to that,
He
Kanye? Is that
dropped
what?
it. He dropped it on YouTube Music.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh?
he dropped Bully.
Is this a good album? Is anybody?
Well, Skurlock, asking Skurlock if Kanye's album's good is it like asking me if Fred's album is good? But Skurlock is Bully good? I haven't listened to it. It's a sample, not full. Oh, okay, okay. Uh,
um,
when Chris Kanye crashed out, been the highlight of my week. Hey, at least somebody's crashing out harder than me. Fuck.
like that mess is full. Like it's sad at this point. It's not even like it's not even, oh, I missed the first three albums, Kanye anymore. It's like, sir, you have to be approaching 50. Sir, shut the F up. Like I don't care about him, his naked wife that looks like Kim. I don't care about any of that. And then
I'm
Kim, rightfully so, I guess, is making sure she getting her legal situations together to
yes.
protect her parental rights, was rightly she should, because this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. What was it? It was.
And
There was what was it? A song that Kanye Diddy and Northwest that Kanye wanted to put out, and then he starts ranting about how Kim has control over her name, her likeness, and blah 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 and stuff like that. So it was crazy. He's like he's borderline could have to pay a lot of money in a defamation tort suit. Bro, you know what? Yeah, like that. Regular people can't crash out like Kanye because they don't got Kanye money. He could
No.
afford to crash out a little bit there. It's like there's a different level of yeah. Uh, it's yeah, but he's bro, like what the fuck? I don't even know where to like. He said the Kardashians are sex trafficking. Like you can't say that, bro. You can't say that. You can't say that. That makes you liable to a civil defamation suit, which you could be found liable and pay a bunch of money for. Like why? Like why? First he's bipolar, then he says he wasn't bipolar. He's really autistic. He's autistic. Elon's autistic. Like, what the fuck? What's with these like all people with autism that like Nazi shit?
I. mm,
Second bad crash out to villain this week. I don't even know detail, but I'm always team villain. Hey, I crashed out, and I can't tell the story yet because, like I said, it's an overarching story. I don't want to tell it till it's over. Yes, that is true. Skurlock crash out to Vill in some manners. Yes, definitely. You're maybe maybe. I don't. Nowadays everybody's fucking autistic, bro.
Okay.
Like I be looking around. I be scrolling TikTok, and all of a sudden I'm looking around. I was like, what the fuck? All my shit's fucking. Is my OCD really a mild form of autism? My OCD where everything got to be color coordinated or like, put a certain.
Possibly.
Yeah. So
Possibly. That was
am
one
I
of
on the spectrum?
that was one of the, I don't want to say symptoms, but one of the markers, I would say maybe.
Yeah.
That I remember when Caleb was first getting diagnosed was, does he put things in a certain type of order, or are all color blocks together, which they were. So you might yeah.
It's like whatever. Fucking everybody's fucking autistic nowadays, bro. It's fucking or I'm an idiot. One of them. He's like I either got autism or a fucking idiot. Yeah,
It
Chris.
could be both.
His son had autism and info lying his ass. My boy 16 ain't gonna live with me forever saying the autism shit a cop out. I lived with this shit my whole life. He using an excuse. What? The fuck? Are you saying your kid's been faking it?
No, Kanye.
Oh yeah, okay. I was about to say
Kanye's
no way.
faking it.
Yeah, he's bro. This motherfucker, like, when he started to kind of like head off to the ledge of the deep end, it was kind of entertaining in a way. Like, damn, he crashed out. And you know what? As sad as a crash out is, some of them are entertaining.
Yeah.
So I'm like, then it starts getting too far. Now it's just like, bro, and really like, he got it from a car accident. Oh, what, the autism?
Kanye and his crashing out is similar to like how I feel about Lizzo and her weight loss. And
Oh yeah,
how
because now she's fucking out. Now she's out showing herself again. Like she ain't fucking still got a sexual assault cases pending and shit like that.
like girl, okay, you lost weight, great.
She's like, I'm gonna take time away to become a better version of myself, and just got skinny.
And the music isn't that great, which that's my biggest disappointment with Lizzo.
Well, here's the thing: nobody's caring, and I wonder if she's gonna crash out because nobody's caring. Everybody's like, whatever. You're not here, so it's just like whatever.
Yeah, like And I want to like
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those.
exactly. Everybody I know with autism don't act like I know quite a few people with autism, functioning adults, and
Yeah.
it's like none of them act like Kanye. Kanye acts like he's fucking bipolar with Tourette's.
And he's off his medication, off his meds. That's all. I love her now.
Oh
I
yeah.
like. I want to love her. I do. Like I want. I'm Lizzo's demographic. I'm who she's. But I could care less about that lady.
Yeah, she's always been. How can you like? And I still like. I don't know. I don't know, man. She's fucking. She got issues. She still fucking had her workers put banana in fucking a sex worker's pussy. Um, so that's some whole other shit. Like, but hey, congratulations on getting healthier.
Yeah, and that's good.
That's
And
good. That's good. Good
but the
motivation
music.
for her younger fans who are overweight. You
But the
know,
music is trash. Her styling now that she's skinny is trash. I don't understand that for the life of me. How do you look horrible skinny and you had such creativity and nice outfits when you were bigger? That pisses me off. Like, yes, you're. What did he say?
he said, "Okay, nice piece of meat." He said, "That's okay with me. I like freaky bitch." This nigga's wilding.
Wow, Sherlock. I thought you had some dignity. I thought you wouldn't just settle for Lizzo and her fruit salads.
Fruit salad. I've been kind of living kind of ratchet lately.
I
A little
want
bit.
to.
Not really ratchet, but I've been wilding out. Yeah, got that Ozempic. She got that Ozempic shot. Now she a victim. Fuck your flute. 3000 already showed you what that flute do.
She doesn't even
Uh,
play the fucking flute now. She's been playing the guitar, which
uh,
is horrible.
which is horrible. We don't want to listen to you play the guitar.
Where's the fucking flute at? Like, and she doesn't wear pants. She's just wearing what? Fishnets. And that's pissing me off. Like,
Yeah, okay, where's it Okay. Getting back to Kanye. Last week he dropped a song called "Lonely Road Still Go to Sunshine" that features Diddy. Wait, yeah, it features Diddy, Daughter North, Jasmine Williams, and I think King Combs might be on there too. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So the call begins with a voice recording of Puffy and Wes speaking over the phone and stuff like that, and fucking Kim flipped her fucking shit.
that's right, girl.
You know what? That's probably people didn't have dignity long before that, but it rose to national prominence with the readily available shits to lose your dignity with. Yeah, he licked it. So Kim lost her shit, which as a mom she has the right to do. Whatever. Like, who would want her kid on the fucking song with fucking Diddy? Fuck. This is why. What is it? This is such a weird simulation we're living in. Like, I don't understand this. Like, can we just go back to the last saved point? How far back when's the last time this game was saved? Because we need to go back to that part. Like, fuck, because man. So kind of like Kanye went on several rants, and it's hard to keep track of them because he deletes them all. And I don't really. We are fucked, bro. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. We just gotta write out the rest of our time. I don't even know if fucking we're gonna make it to the end of my lifetime before this motherfucking world ends. This fucking Cheeto motherfucker got shit all crazy. Fucking Oh, I don't even want to get into politics today, man, but we got to with the Department of Education shit in a little bit. But anyway, back to fucking Kanye's fucking crazy, bro. Let me find these tweets. God damn it. I'm gonna start a site called Kanye Crazy Tweets this week.
CrazyKanye.com.
But you know when I was like, this is it. My done moment with him was kind of when he put the yeah, I know the tweets are gone, but there's screenshots somewhere. Is when he fucking put the sweater Cassie was wearing in that video for sale. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
And then my thing was
he tweeted the other day that Cassie was running to orgies. She should be in jail too.
Talking about bringing up, I think the whole he talked about Romy and Sir, but used artificial insemination as like, ooh, he got to choose if his children were not retarded, I guess you could say, which is just dumb. Just dumb, just dumb, just dumb. Just dumb and hateful. Dumb and hateful.
Very hateful. Like, what the fuck them kids do to you, Kanye?
And that is a thing within.
Then he's like, Jay-Z's gonna kill me.
Yeah, like this. I don't know. From a legal standpoint, can Beyonce and Jay sue because of the comments?
It's a slippery slope because I mean it could be it could be libel defamation, you know. Even though he deleted the tweets, it's lived forever. There's screenshots. People are posting them. People are putting it on fucking TikTok and shit like that, you know. So it's all fucked up. Like, why are you calling the kids retarded? Well, yeah. That because he's fucking crazy Kanye. Yeah, diss everybody. You know, so and he ramps it up when, you know, the shit's, you know, about to come out or whatever, you know. He ramps it up, you know, more and more and more and more. You know, so it's like it's yeah, exactly. You can sue for anything, damn near. You can sue a civil tort, you can sue for fucking damn near anything. But the words are it's a little harder with words, but you could find a you could find a defamation thing in there, especially with the Kardashian sex trafficking thing. Because if they sue him, he'd have to provide proof that they're sex trafficking whoever. You know?
And then wouldn't he be like, because he didn't say anything, but he knew. Isn't that a thing?
Part of the conspiracy.
Yeah.
And why didn't you go to the authorities? Why are you putting it on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck you want to call it?
That's why, like, it just makes no sense. It's like,
it's
the world is going through so much other important things, and here you go, just talking shit. Just shut up. Like, shut up.
So yeah, I don't. Again, you know, it's if he's not going after the Jews, he's going after Kardashians or, you know, fucking whoever. But the whole, like, I don't know what made him do the fucking go after Jay-Z and them. Like, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck's that? Because there's somebody said that I'm seeing if it's I think it's a fucking might be a article. Beyonce and Jay-Z are still discussing how they want to handle the Kanye West drama.
So
His tweets have been the center of attention for all the controversial reasons. Earlier this week, Yeezy founder questioned Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins, Rumi and Sir's mental capacity in an all-caps tweet. On Thursday, West once again tweeted a gist of what he had previously written about the couple's kids. It looks like Beyonce and Jay-Z are finally stepping up to address the issue. An insider revealed to Page 6 that the couple will absolutely not stand for his attack since he has spoken out about their children in such a vulgar and offensive manner. So, yeah. Previously, a source has revealed that even Kim Kardashian was appalled at the rapper's use of the language in his tweet targeting Jan Beyonce's twins, keeping this and her own feud with her ex-husband in mind. That's so fucking crazy. Like, your kids are getting old, like your kids are getting to the age where they're gonna be like, what's wrong with this dude?
It's just sad. It's sad. It's sad at this point. Like, I don't. It's sad.
But he posting a race, so it's don't stay up there for long. So it's fucking, I don't know. Oh, he was going off on Kendrick too. He said that Kendrick was never the king, maybe the king of the West Coast, but that is never king of the world or whatever. And then he listed people who were kings, like him and Jay and M and shit like that. LL Cool J, Nas, Run DMC, but not Kendrick. Lil Wayne, Drake. So, fucking crazy Kanye. How crazy can he be today?
It's annoying.
It's like when he hasn't tweeted in a while. Is it like is he sleeping? Is he finally taking a nap? Like him and fucking Elon are having a fucking contest to see who could fucking function without sleeping the most. Fuck. I don't know. You want anything to add about your favorite artist?
Not about Kanye. Just this is. I don't know.
Oh, he called Drake a faggot too. That was funny.
For what? Kanye, just shut up. Like, shut up. Like,
he said after the Playboy Cardi album, he said that Future's washed, but he could unwash him.
Okay, well,
like he did with Ty.
Wow.
I'm assuming he's referring to Ty Dolla $ign. So
I'm straight. I'm off for you, Kanye.
he been wilding. I've been wilding too. Not like that, but I've been wilding enough, I guess, where people are texting me, be like, "Hey, why you need to fucking calm the fuck down?" I'm like, what? I'm posting funny stuff and entertaining the masses. like today. Fucking I put this Facebook post up a little bit ago. It says, why do cokeheads think they're so much better than potheads? Because they don't smell like weed. But their jaw's still moving like a fucking 1960s typewriter while they're trying to tell you the same fucking story 29 times.
Goofy.
Oh, before we go on, fucking happy anniversary to fucking G Scott and Bad. Happy anniversary.
My favorite couple. I love watching them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I was talking about ringtones randomly the other night at the strip club. Like people used to like ringtones used to go platinum.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say, was it gosh, what is that? Soldier Boy. Wasn't
Yeah,
he one of like the first artists like that actually like his
yeah.
fucking ringtone was
People
like
like yeah,
on
artists used to fucking go have platinum ringtones, shit like that, sell a million ringtones. Like it really happened. Like that was a big thing. Nowadays, fucking your shit's on everybody shits on fucking vibrate. I've had the same ringtone literally for like fucking for real, like 12, 14 years, and that's fucking Kenny Loggins' Highway to the fucking Danger Zone. So fucking Top Gun's one of my favorite movies. So like that's probably been my ringtone for longer. Because just the sound of it was like my ringtone, even going back to um the sidekick. I had a sidekick 2 and 3.
I remember getting in trouble for ordering a lot of ringtones in high
You run
school.
running up the phone bill?
Yeah, ordering ringtones. That was the thing I got very much in trouble for. Um, and then at one point in time, I want to say like when I got grown, you could just get songs from the Boost Mobile, well, like the Arab store, and so I wasn't buying ringtones anymore. You just get some music on your memory card and then put it that way. But there was a time where you had to pay for those ringtones, and
Yeah.
I got in trouble.
See, that was cool. I was a BlackBerry person, and we could have like MP3s that you
Mhm.
didn't have to pay for either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd had I had the recording software. I just throw the song in there. I'd chop it how I wanted. I'd fucking send plug the back BlackBerry in, put it over to the folder, and hell yeah, I never really had to pay for ringtones because I make my own. Until Apple came, till I got over to iPhone, and you can't really just you can do it, but I don't hook my phone up to my computer or nothing like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Bruh, bruh. It was just a sound. It was fucking alphanumeric sound at a
Do do
beat.
do. Yep.
Yeah, that shit was
Uh,
crazy. And yeah, we would fucking spend the fuck out of some money like that. I'd be like, oh, my bill's about to be fucking $22 extra because I fucking bought these fucking ringtones or some shit. And that was way before there was some app store for games. So yeah, that
oh
shit was
my
crazy.
god.
And 50, we got some alphanumeric sound and 50 Cent fucking in the club, fucking ringtone.
I
That was
I
the
had
shit.
that. I'm sure I had
Yeah.
that. I'm sure I
Uh-huh.
had Crazy in
Mm-hmm.
Love. I know I had Beyonce, all of
Yep.
her songs. I know I had it in the club. I'm sure I had that. Had Bump 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 by B2K.
I know you did. I fucking know you did.
Definitely had them. But yeah, I just definitely but I remember getting in trouble for that. But then it got to a point where like they had like the frog or whatever, like it was some type of viral thing with the frog. And then he had like his own ringtone and you just text this number and you can get this ringtone,
Mm-hmm.
but you're signing up for whatever, whatever, and they kept on charging you.
They send you
So
ringtones and wallpapers or whatever, some
yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's all
Wow.
like I be telling my nephew like when I first got a phone, like you paid for every minute.
Yeah.
And then the big thing after that was free nights and weekends after 9, type
Mhm.
shit. So it's
Mhm.
like you would only get a certain amount of text messages. Be like, we had a family plan. Like in 2001, 2002, our family plan, it was like me, my grandma, my mom, my uncle, my sister. Like we each got like 800 minutes a month and like 2,000 text messages each.
Yeah.
Now, while I
And
knew my grandma and my uncle, my mom weren't going to use a lot of their minutes, I would assume those minutes. I just use that shit.
and you never know how
Bruh,
many
yeah, the
text
frog shit was
messages you
real.
could really accumulate in a
Yeah,
freaking conversation if
going
you're a
back and forth.
teenage girl.
Because if it was a long one, it would break them
It's
up into
yeah,
different
yeah,
messages.
yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, we're old, girl. I was telling my nephew I'm so old. It was long
Wow.
distance. I'm from East Chicago. It was long distance to call Sherrville or call Crown Point. Like it was long distance on the phone. That's how old I am. The landline, it was long distance. You couldn't call Maryville, Sherrville, Dyer, Crown Point. You could call Hammond and Gary. Everything else was long distance.
Come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now nobody got a real landline. Everything's fucking plugged into your fucking modem.
Yeah.
I still remember I remember my grandma on my dad's side and my grandma on my mom's side phone numbers because I lived with my grandma on my mom's side for a long time, but
Mhm.
yeah, 391-8107, and my grandma on my dad's side was fucking 397-4487.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my grandma on my dad's side, she had that number so long that she had it when it was just 4 digits, then 5 digits.
With the letters?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a letter into 4 digits, and then it was 74487, then 397-4487. My mom's mom, my grams, she worked for the city of East Chicago. So all city East Chicago offices and departments, their prefix was 391. So somehow, some way, she got a motherfucking 391 phone number for the house. Yeah, 391-8107. Yeah.
Gosh, shout out to whoever I talked to in East Chicago.
Yep.
219-387-39
I remember that too.
something. I don't know. So it was. I remember the East
I
Chicago.
remember that. I remember that, Chris. Fucking 219 used to be all across the northern part of the state. Then they broke that shit into 574. Yeah, that's just crazy. Just like what else was I gonna say about it? Fuck. God damn it, what was it? I don't even fucking remember now. Fuck. But yeah, it was it was crazy. You couldn't. Let's see, Hessville area, Hammond, like northern Hammond, the southern Hammond. Their shit, they were 931, 932. Hessville was 844, 845. Parts of Gary, west side of Gary was 844, 845, 887, 887, 886.
If you were 882, 883,
Yep.
you were close by Fifth or close
Yep.
by downtown. 884, that's like the park. 949,
887 was the park.
Because
that's what I had when I lived in the park.
977 was more towards the west side.
Yeah.
Gosh, payphones.
Yeah, payphones. What the fuck? Hey, call people, collect to tell them, hey, mom, fucking movie's over, pick me up.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes, crazy. I'd be explaining this shit to my nephew sometimes. Be like, hey, like, bro, this is how it was at one point. Like my generation went from fucking. I was born right at the end of 8 tracks to fucking everything being in a fucking phone.
Digital. Yeah.
Yeah, like everything. Fucking. It's I've seen it all. I've seen big ass console TVs to fucking flat TVs on the wall.
And it's so different in relation to my
Centennial Wireless caused crazy drama, bruh.
Wow.
Centennial Wireless, Primeco.
I don't remember Primeco.
Singular One, which before Singular One it was Cellular One, and after Singular One, what was it? All that morphed eventually into AT&T, because AT&T had sold their shit off.
Shout out to Platinum Tail.
Platinum Tail, and you go to the ABC, fucking chart and get your minutes. Yeah. Hey, that's what I love about Sunday dinner. You never know what conversation was gonna go. So, yeah. Oh, Platinum Tail. My fucking StarTAC. Oh yeah. I had my StarTAC. Hey, I worked at Woodmar when there was still a mall there. I worked at Foot Locker, and I'd be in the stock room first half of the day, and second half of the day I'd work lease line, just standing outside, whatever, like right on the lease line, And I thought I was the shit with my StarTAC on my hip and the little holster and shit, and my uniform looking all official, my fucking my referee costume. Shit.
Shout out to Woodmar, because I always thought that was a fancy mall. I used to I was just like, ooh, it's just so. I just thought Woodmar or I don't know, Hessville was always just like, ooh, like,
See, and like we could walk from my house in East Chicago. We could walk to Woodmar in like half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't
But
go
here's what
after
we thought.
all.
We thought South Lake was the fucking mecca of all malls. Like if we got somebody give us a ride to South Lake, we're like, hell yeah, we going to South Lake. Because it wasn't shit to go to Woodmar. We'd walk
Yeah.
to that bitch. See, because I had a job. Me, shout out to Frankie, everybody that's been watching this shit from the beginning. You know, Frankie, he used to be the studio manager, one of the studio managers at Vill Radio. Shout out to my brother Critical, my brother Pee Wee, all people that I've talked about on the show. But we, like me, my brother Critical, and Frankie, we had our whole little neighborhood on lock as the paper boys. And you guys don't realize how much we are making as fucking 10, 11-year-old, 9, 10, 11-year-old kids delivering
I
the
was
paper.
making some money.
We'd make $1,200 a month. And we'd fucking, well, Frankie wouldn't go because if his parents found out that he went to motherfucking Woodmar, he'd get in trouble. But we would go. And fucking, we go to Land's Castle, you know, they used to have Woodmar Records in that bitch where I used to buy fucking cassettes. You know, they always had a arcade, but then became a Land's Castle. We used to be hollering at the bitches fucking at the motherfucking food courts, even though they're older than us. Um, so yeah, it was fucking it was pretty fucking dope. You know, it was a dope ass fucking time and something that, you know, that pretty sure that's against some type of fucking labor laws now to fucking put in the hours. Like it would only be like we each had like 2 blocks, you know, so
Mhm.
it was Sundays would be the longest day, of course, because you know you got to stuff the papers, the advertisements with the main paper, roll them up, put them into fucking plastic bags. But my mom used to be on drugs back in the day, and you know she'd do some cocaine. She was a bartender. She closed down the bar, come home, you know, so she'd be up when we stuffed the papers. So me and Frankie and me and Craig, we'd throw all of our papers in my mom's trunk, and we just fucking she'd drive down the street of all 4 blocks or whatever. We go through the whole fucking little neighborhood and fucking walk in the middle street, go grab the papers and just throw them on. We just help each other and fly through the whole fucking neighborhood. But yeah, we used to make like we literally the responsibility that they put on us at that age, and our parents let us because our parents had to sign off on all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, we went to the recruiter's house, who happened to be like a friend of my Critical's fucking mom, Lupe. So fucking, we do all this shit, and then you know they start delivering it to the house, and we were responsible for paying it. We had to go door to door to our customers with our little collection book, and they give us the money, and we give them their little tab receipt, a little perforated little receipt tab type thing of like a little construction paper type thing,
Mhm.
little
Mhm.
receipt book, you know, and fucking we were responsible for that. I started that shit like 10 years old. And there'd always be the motherfuckers that wouldn't answer their door. And you just keep knocking because you see their TV's on. Like, I know you in there. Like, you're really dodging a 10-year-old on your fucking new paper bill. I'll stop doing that shit. I won't deliver it. I bet you. And of course, I'd stop delivering it the next day. And then they'd see me. Or they'd leave a little fucking envelope sticking out of the fucking mailbox or whatever, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
And so fucking, yeah, but hell yeah, man. And they tip good during the holidays. Like it was crazy. Like I'd really get anywhere from $1,100 to $1,400 a month.
That's a
It
lot.
was insane for a kid my age.
Yeah.
But we were able to buy Jordans and all the shit that you know our parents couldn't buy us. You know, we walked to Woodmart get that shit ourselves. You know, shit, it was live as hell. But that was. You can imagine giving a 10-year-old a paper out today?
I wouldn't. I listen. I listen. I'm worried about trying to get my child. Like, I want him to be able to go to the park, right? The park, in theory, is around the corner, right? But I feel if I have to question your ability to do what you got to do, already your responsibilities and stuff,
Yeah.
if you haven't shown me you can handle that, what makes you think I'm going to trust you to pay attention to your surroundings and go to the park? Like, you know, you
And in my
know.
generation, we woke up and left, and we didn't even come home until the streetlights came on. And sometimes, if like your parents were on drugs or whatever, you didn't come home until you came home. Sometimes I'd leave at like 8 o'clock in the morning and come home at like fucking midnight. I'd just be out.
And then I want
Nowadays, the kids are doing the same shit, but they just on the video games inside the house. Hey, one time I walk in the kid's room and he's playing that Roblox game, right? But
Mhm.
they're not playing. They all got him and his friends are all on the game together with their headsets on, and they're just hanging out. They're not even playing the game. They're just like virtually hanging out.
yeah.
I'm like, why don't you guys like go meet up at somebody's fucking house and do this? Why don't they come over here? He's like, why? We could just do it on a game. Like, you guys are fucking weird. Like, go outside, get some sun, bro. Get some fresh air. This is fucking California. What the fuck? Because, yeah, we always be outside. Always.
Yeah.
On bikes and shit. Fucking doing all types of fucking illegal shit. Who knows?
See, now that child ain't gonna go
Throwing
nowhere.
rocks at South Shore trains. Fucking, yeah, all crazy shit. What's it? Chris says, the minute I would go to color door, shit would cost me a fucking arm and leg with the text back. Yeah. Next thing I know, I'm in Concord. I had to turn my Nextel off. Chirps cost like 20 cents. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know,
yeah.
and Terrytown area fucking always sucked for service too. Like, they took forever to get 4G. Because I had a 4G phone, but there's never no 4G in Terrytown. Like, this was when the whole straight slamming thing was fucking like
Big.
bubbling. You know, this is like 2000. This is like 2011, 2012. Then they activated like a 4G tower over there, and I was like, damn, everybody else's phone sucked. My T-Mobile phone was like, yeah, I got 4G, motherfuckers. 4G LTE. That was the shit. Now if my phone say LTE, I'm fucking like, oh shit, it don't work. I was like, how the hell did it work perfectly before? Now 4G, like, it don't work at all. Like, no LTE work at all. There's a dead zone. There's a dead zone when you're leaving Lake Station. If you're driving on Central and you're leaving Lake Station, going into Gary to go, and you're from like right as you get to like Benton Street, which is the street right before you would go fucking under the highway, 8094, and get into like Marshalltown, like, it just drops, and the signal does not come back until you pass Marshalltown, and it goes from 5G to no service, to no bars, to fucking 4 bars, till it says E, which is Edge. What the fuck? Edge hasn't been around for a long ass time. Then it goes to fucking LTE, then 4G LTE, then back to 5G, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, why? And it's a crazy ass dead zone. I'm like, that is insane. That whole area is a dead zone. And it happens all the fucking time. And I was on the phone the other day twice, and that happened. I was on the phone with. That's part of my route when I'm out Ubering and shit. Like, that's part of the route I take if I'm Ubering in Indiana. I was on the phone with Rome, and it happened, and it died. And then fucking, I was on the phone with I fucking forget. Oh, G Scott. G Scott. Oh, fuck. Bro. Fucking roaming. Bro, them roaming charges. Holy shit.
That was the thing.
That was insane. Like, the first camera I had first phone I had a camera on, little Samsung flip phone. That shit sucked. But you were so happy, like, oh shit, send me a picture of your titties. I think that looked like a titty. Oh, just like the first webcams, like we've really lived through everything sucking to getting great in a fucking such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Such a short period of time.
Yeah, because my sons don't understand that Wi-Fi was not a thing when I was coming up. They don't understand that, yeah, we did have dial-up, but I couldn't use the
That
dial-up.
wasn't in the 90s. That was the late 90s, really. Mid to late 90s.
Yeah. And
Mid 90s if you had money.
Then, okay, I had the whole desktop computer system. That was very expensive, but both my kids have Chromebooks. You know what I'm saying? They don't cost that much. Spoiled, right? Now they have the Wi-Fi. Any device they can connect to the Wi-Fi. They don't understand that. I didn't have that. They're like, what do you mean? What did you do? I read books. You know what I'm saying? I played my game without the internet. Just played regular games on the computer. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I'm like, you don't need that. We went to the library. That used to be fun. You go to the library, get to use the big people's library for research.
We didn't know what it was, so it wasn't a thing about not having it.
There you
But then
go. Yeah.
when it started coming around and people who like had money, and could do it, like get that computer. I remember my cousin, it was like 1998, 99. He called Gateway and bought a
That's what I
computer.
was
It was
about to say.
$1,800.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
specs on it were fucking ridiculously fucking crazy bad, but they were good for that time. So
Mhm.
I think it was like 512, 512K RAM, or like what the fuck? But yeah, it was crazy. And I was still recording on that computer. Shout out to Cakewalk. Shit. Cakewalk, Sonar, Nuendo, all that shit that I ran on all those old computers. The first song I ever recorded was with the fucking mic, that little mic that came with the computer. I literally took a filter, like for a air purifier.
Mhm.
It was, like 12 inches by 12 inches, and I folded it twice, wrapped it over there with a rubber band, So,
Shout out to my friend's boyfriend
hey,
who hooks
yeah,
up some
yeah,
computer
yeah.
speakers in a car.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Uh,
computer
It was,
speakers.
but then, see, I always found a way to get online. Like, I had a friend, a guy back in the day whose family had some money. They lived in Griffith. And he didn't like his parents because they always taking shit away from him because he was fucking up. They took his car away. He's like, yo, I'll let you use my computer for 6 months if you slash the tires of his own car. I did it. So for 6 months, I had his computer, which his family had money. So I was able to it was a good ass computer. But those are the days where with the AOL disc, when you get a certain number of hours for free, 2,500 hours free or whatever the case may be. So I didn't have no debit card, no way to pay. So after I ran through those hours, I had to create a new fucking screen name. So it would be like, I smoked Optimos at the time. So it was Optimo Man 6, Optimo Man 6.1.2, whatever, or it was Villin Tha Don. It was, what was another one? Fuck. What was another one? Fuck. Or just one of them was just eShot Style Music, my original company. So yeah, it was crazy. Like the dial was insane. It was just chat rooms, AOL chat rooms. What's your age, sex, location? Oh, Peach White Owls when they came around. Oh my God. There's certain ones that come around. The Peach Optimos were the shit. Grape Swishers when they came around. The Garcia Vegas. We switched the run to the Garcia Vegas. But remember Brickweed when we didn't even fuck with cigarillos? We were rolling now blunts, full like fucking 4-gram blunts all day. We had to smoke 4 grams of the shit to get high. Man, this has turned into a nostalgic episode 156. Bro, I use leaves. I use frontal leaves. That's all I use. Big ass leaf. Sometimes I get 8 out of it. Sometimes I get 18 out of it, And actually, the pack I bought the other day, I hit the leaf lottery because it was 2 leaves in one. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is perfect. But, yeah. But let's move on a little bit to our next topic, or the first topic we're gonna get into. This is something Bianca wanted to talk about, so I'm gonna let her lead with it and try to answer any questions she has from what I know so far. So let me put a banner up. So dismantling. How do you spell dismantling?
DISMANT
ALING.
LING.
That's fucked up. I put this up there and I fucking spell it wrong.
Does it look great?
Oh, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
DISMANTLING. That was
Okay. I might have went too far with this one.
right.
Okay, Donald Trump is dismantling the Department of Education to create future generations of Trump-tards. So the Republicans could stay in power forever, I guess. I mean, that's just a little conspiracy theory I just made up in my head. But Beyonce, you in relation to Andrew Tate? This motherfucker.
For the record, Tate was an acronym, and then Tate is not my last name.
No, it's
so no relation. No relation.
So Trump's dismantling the Department of Education, or attempting to. He signed an executive order for fucking Vince McMahon's wife, Linda McMahon, to start taking the necessary steps to dismantle the Department of Education. And he has outlined, sorry, I'm not picking my nose. I'm fucking he's already announced what certain things are going to shift to. Student loans are going to shift to the student Small Business Administration will now handle student loans.
Which that was my question, because I'm like, so now college loans, student loans will be considered, just in the Small Business Administration. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because
Or
small
does it?
businesses don't have their loan. These are big ass corporations that have these loans or
Yeah.
service these loans.
Yeah.
The government don't service these loans. Other companies do. So I guess they're going to be under the supervision now of the Small Business Administration. Whatever. He is sending a lot of other aspects, including special needs, anything that has to do with special needs and stuff like that. Health and Human Services, which is run by Robert Kennedy Jr. It makes sense a little bit. I like that. I like that. I like the SBA handling it, other than them creating like a new agency to handle it type shit, because that's what the Department of Education did. But here's the thing, guys. It's just an executive order. Yes, and here's the thing. The Department of Education plays a very, very, very important, vital role in the education of children in the inner cities of America. Okay? It helps with school lunches. It helps with Head Start programs, daycare, and stuff like that. It helps with a lot of stuff. It picks up where the states can't pick up. So places in all these red states like Alabama and Mississippi and all these places where they're Oklahoma, where they're really low on the educational level opposed to some other states, they're going to lose a lot of things. They're going to lose a lot of things. And while it's only a matter of time that this will take, well, a lot has to happen for this to take effect. The executive order signed, but it's a department. It's what's called what's the word I'm looking for? It's an independent agency. It has no political, it's a bipartisan agency. There's no left or right. It's run for the best. It's ran to the best of its ability to service, the students of America, so to speak. But it like I said, it picks up where a lot of things, a lot of states can't. School lunches, after school programs, like I said, daycare. A lot of states are going to be very overwhelmed. But here's the kicker. It has to be approved by, I think, like 2/3 of Congress. Like, it's not even, like it's not even like, oh, if all Republicans vote for it, it's going to happen type thing. No, I believe it's 2/3. Do you have what is your thoughts of this, Bianca?
Um, just the whole inner city, rural areas of the country who are already having problems with funding, things of that nature, they're going to be the hardest hit. Um, so if, for instance, city of Gary, everyone's concerned about school closures, with this man, what specifically Indiana, they want to move to a charter school system. They want to eliminate public education, I believe, for inner cities because I guess they're underperforming and things like that. All I know is parents, get your asses up and figure out what's going on in your school district, who are on your school boards. It's we're gonna have to prepare. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my children luckily will not be affected. As far as their rights and stuff, that may be another thing, but I don't think as far as the school system they're in, school district, these people ain't letting, the quality of education
Okay.
dwindle. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I think I
Yeah.
want to be specific and say like they're in the top 20 in the state. You know what I'm saying? So they're not, I'm not worried where my kids are now. But
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
inner city, like I'm gonna say Gary, the school city of Gary, hell, put Maryville in there too. You know what I'm saying? East Chicago, Hammond, like a lot of these systems are gonna lose a lot of money. And I don't think anything will happen within maybe like this school year's budget or maybe next year's, but 26 and beyond, there's going to be some financial cuts to a lot of districts around the country.
Oh.
And
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
gonna it's
Definitely.
gonna be
Definitely.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
horrible. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
There's already not enough funding for a lot of these kids in these cities
Mhm.
already. So what would have to happen? This can happen. So maybe to dismantle the Department of Education, the Congress would need to pass a law repealing or significantly altering the Department of Education Organization Act of 1979, which established it as a cabinet level agency. This process would typically require a majority vote in both the House of Representatives and the Senate, so a simple majority could do it, and presidential approval, and then implementation and legal challenges, even to pass the legal and logistical hurdles that would follow, including reassigning federal education responsibilities to states and other agencies, is going to be a fucking red tape paperwork fucking mess. So it's going to cost a lot of money to do this shit, which don't make no fucking sense, is because they're trying to save money. But it's just going to be back and forth, because even if it succeeds, once Democrats retain control, or and new Democratic presidents down the line or whatever, they're going to reinstate everything anyway. So it's like, here's the thing: when you go vote, you're supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a personal thing. All these people voted for Trump because, whatever case, they're stupid, they got money, they're fucking racist, whatever the case may be. Or they just don't know any better. All types of reasons. But you're not supposed to go vote for yourself. You're not voting for what's best for you. You're supposed to vote for what's best for the country. Or who's best for the country, So it's... I said it last month, I said this month, so next month. The only thing that's going to change is the number of months. It's going to be a long 46 months,
Yeah.
So it's like, what's fucking Mississippi going to do? Where the fuck they getting the money to fucking that the feds ain't going to kicking in?
Yeah. Kentucky,
Yeah.
Like West
Oklahoma.
Virginia. It's a
It's
mess. It's a mess.
so it's really in the Republicans' hands. You know, they need a simple majority, and it's real close. So I think they only need 2 or 3 fucking Republicans to be like, bro, these people are already fucking dumb enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there's a small growing batch of Republicans that are getting tired of getting shit on when they go home. Because they're really there's fucking congress people getting shit thrown at them. Water bottles and shit. Yeah. By the people who voted for them. Because they're getting fucked. So I try not to freak out about over this shit because he does something stupid every day. The implications of what could happen if it does go through is just gonna set this country back, you know, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
We've already fallen behind the rest of the world in so many things. As a country, we can't really afford to go back any further, especially in education. So,
and then I will say in 2 weeks, I do have a meeting, well, an IEP meeting for Caleb. So since the executive order, I think last year it was me asking, well, what happens if? You know what I'm saying? So this time in 2 weeks, I will have an answer as to will this affect my children's education? Because both of them have IEPs, but
or how not if it will, or how will it?
how will it? What do I need to be prepared for? Will this change anything in the? And shout out to, well, not shout out to, I think Dr. Umar and his.
You gonna send your kids to Dr. Umar school? That's not
No.
here yet?
I was. Oh, see. Okay. See. Let me stay right here. So he has a thing about he doesn't like black children, specifically black boys, to get IEPs, and I feel that is just like a thing that parents shouldn't be afraid of, because if you have any educational concern for your children or feel that they're lacking or need extra support, that IEP is a legal document stating that you have these concerns, and then the IEP states what the school is going to do to address those concerns, how they're going to assist with things like that. I will, well, for both my kids, but let's move to Cameron specifically, because he still has to take regular standardized tests, things like that. He gets extra time, extra help, or whatever he may need for the test to do good. It's in the IEP that he'll get extra time. He gets this, he gets that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just want parents to just, don't listen to Dr. Umar too much. I mean, there is a prison pipeline, but it doesn't start with IEPs. Don't get afraid of that. But I definitely will have a report in 2 weeks as to how specifically Trump's executive order will affect children in Indiana, specifically my children. So I can't wait to have an answer for you guys and to see how that will go.
Yeah, so he's done some other weird shit this week too. Fucking, I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, he described his son Barron as being a technological genius because he could turn his laptop back on after Trump turns it off.
Well, my grandma thought I was a genius when I put the HDMI cord in her DVD player. Okay.
Yeah, but she wasn't given a fucking news interview about it. She told everybody at church, though.
I'm just saying, I'm a genius. I fixed a DVD player.
So yeah, we will. As always, with anything majorly political, we keep you guys up to date with. I even keep track of what was going on this week political because I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking exhausted. Like, but, oh my god. Shout out, finally, finally, shout out to Chief Justice John Roberts of the Supreme Court, who finally fucking said something about the judges that everybody's been talking shit about, how they need to be impeached and everything, you know. So I'm sure fucking Trump wasn't happy with when he came out and spoke in favor of the judges. Let's talk about this White House press secretary who's fucking this chick. She's wrong all the time, and they're constantly fucking fact checking her all the time, all the time.
Should be hilarious.
One of these last judges who said that Trump can't do whatever he was trying to do, she wrongfully called him a Trump appointee, which he was not. He was a George W. Bush appointee who Barack Obama elevated to another higher position, but he was made a judge by a Republican president. So, yeah, I'm getting tired of seeing her fucking face, too. Oh, my God. She just... Like, even if I seen her at the grocery store, I'd be like, she looks like a fucking bitch. Like, she'd be like that PTA mom that's just like a bitch.
Well, I see those a lot out here. But it's the fact that she's like just wrong sometimes. And I know the press secretary has to be ride or die for their administration, but it's just like, girl, shut up. And I think, like, I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, her husband, like her family or somebody donated a lot of money to Trump's campaign, and that's how she got the job. I don't even
I think it's like her dad or some shit, something connected like that.
Yeah. Weird.
I seen it on TikTok, but I forgot what it was exactly. So, I don't know. But yeah, we'll keep you up to date on that. Was there anything else I wanted to get into? George Foreman died.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the champ, a prolific boxer who shocked the world by regaining the heavyweight title at the age of 45 and went on to be known for the George Foreman grill, which was a staple in a lot of households in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was a healthy alternative because it drained the fat away from the meat that you cooked on it, and everybody loved it. So everybody couldn't wait to throw some burgers on that motherfucker and watch
some chicken breast.
Watch that grease fucking drip out into the little grease pan. And then after a while, you're like, where's the grease pan? Got to make a little fucking boat to catch it out of foil and shit. Yep, because there ain't no house that kept a motherfucking oil fucking drip pan. Somewhere it got thrown away, lost, or something. Our thoughts and condolences and prayers to the Foreman family. He named all his kids George, some variation of George. George, Georgia, I think Georgina maybe.
That's right.
That's fucked up. Like, see... kids, I feel bad for kids, man. Especially like kids that get the parents to name them the fucked up shit. Like, why you gonna do that to your kid, man? Like, you want that, your kid don't want that name. Like, some weird ass shit.
Well, my
like
father's
Elon
name
Musk named some of his kids weird ass shit.
My father's name is Thomas. So my mom was just like, she should have named me Thomasina.
No, she shouldn't have. No, if your name was we'd make fun of you all the fucking time.
I know. Actually, speaking of, my grandfather's name is Sherman.
I was telling Indy he has an old black man name.
So my mother was like, she wished her name was like Shermana or something. I was like, what?
What the fuck does that? What? Sound like some fucking transvestite name.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Shout out to Sherman. I miss you, Indy. Hi.
Let's see what else. Oh, I was folding folding fucking dollar bills into paper airplanes and throwing them at a stripper this week.
Oh God.
Perfect aim too.
Fun.
Perfect aim. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fucking cool. I was drunk, so I thought it was a good idea. I'm like, hey, where these down? Oh, there's some random guy in there with a bunch of money. He just came up. One guy tipped me the other night. I was like,
What were you doing?
fucking me and Chad, the DJ, are just standing there. He came up to us, he's like, man, you guys have been working here forever. Everybody should be tipping you. And he tipped us both. I was like, all right. And then, like, fucking an hour later, some guy with a bunch of fucking ones, I'm standing at the bar, came over to me, he's like, here, you need to go throw this on some bitch. And gives me like 20 ones. I fucking folded some of them up into paper airplanes, and the rest I bought fucking some snacks and some Vegas bombs with. So, but it was quite an interesting week at the strip club. It's like a fucking soap opera, B. Don't worry, pretty soon we're gonna have a nice edition of story time with Uncle Bobby, and as we tell the overarching story that I'm building right now. I wish I wasn't. So actually, after I get off the phone here, I gotta get a phone call. Oh, I gotta get a phone call. I gotta make a phone call and fucking deal with some blowback for some shit that I don't even know why it's fucking happening. So, hey, we both been DJing at the strip clubs. Yep, he's been on TikTok strip club DJing. So yeah, but we're gonna fuck it. I guess we're gonna do 5 random questions with us two. Fucking as we do every week, whether Bianca's here or not. Well, sometimes if she's not here, we don't do it. Here's one of our oldest segments. Let's get it started, guys. This is 5 random questions with Miss Bianca Tate. 5 random questions with Miss Bianca Tate. What she does is she asks fucking questions and we fucking answer them in hopes that you get to know us a little bit better if you want to. If not, whatever, just fucking listen. You might learn something. We might reveal some of our traumas. You might laugh. You might cry. You might shit yourself. Who fucking knows? Nobody's ever shit themselves before. I just do that. So let's start it off right with question number 1.
Question number 1. We were talking about old school phones, mobile devices. So what is one of your favorite phones that you had that are no longer around?
Oh man. The OG StarTAC it has to be up there. Like, I'm gonna kind of do this like a bracket system. I'm gonna name a couple of them before I name my favorite. Like the ones that have to be on that list, no matter who you are, probably has to be the StarTAC. Probably that first PrimeCo phone. A Nextel, a Sidekick, and a BlackBerry. You know, those were like, of course, some little different areas. Oh, and of course, you had the Nokias. You know, everybody had Nokia. There are a couple like Sony Ericsson that was pretty cool. But really for me, like overall, it probably have to be the BlackBerry because it was the most universal. I could do everything I needed to do on it. You know, it had instant messenger apps. It had email. Shit like that. While the Sidekick was cool, the BlackBerry was a sidekick for business people type shit. You know what I mean? But I love the Sidekick. I got the first Sidekick and the Sidekick. I had all of them. Everyone that came out. Even the fucking Tony Hawk one. Fuck. But yeah, so I also got when we had IndianaRap.com and was popping. That's when I got my Sidekick, I think. And when I had when Villain Radio was popping as a blog, I had T-Mobile advertisement on there, and I got a free phone and free service. So it's a little fucking kept a link on there type shit. So that's how I got into the pilot program where I got to test like I was one of the testers for the fucking Sidekick and shit like that. In the tail end of the run. And then I fell in love with BlackBerry. And then I fell in love with Android for a little bit and fucking made the move over to iPhone. But overall, it'd probably be the BlackBerry. Like, that's probably the BlackBerry I'd have to go with. What about you?
So I never had a Sidekick, but my boyfriend had one. So I like that. I like the Sidekick. Any Nextel, and specifically Nextel's not when they transferred over to Boost, and then Boost became a thing. but specifically like Nextel and Sprint when they were separate.
Nextel,
um,
Nextel definitely had the chokehold on some shit.
and then I had a Beyonce phone where I think the
Okay.
one side was like your telephone and then the other side was like your MP3 player. So that was a big thing for me. Um, and I've had a few phones that had the full keyboard, but they weren't necessarily Blackberries though.
Well,
So
the other than Blackberries, the phones that I had that had keyboards were fucking would be some type of Android phone to either slide out or whatever the case may be.
yeah, I can't even remember what kind of palm whatever. But yeah, I once like we got full keyboards, that was just a thing. If as long as it had a full keyboard. But yeah, that Beyonce phone was a thing. I'd say I did like my BlackBerry because I was just like, ooh, BBM me, BBM me. So, yeah, I'd say that. Just that, I would say, yeah, the Beyonce phone and then any phone with a full keyboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to question number 2.
Question number 2. You had $20 to take out someone for a date. Where are you going? Or what are you doing?
This is in today's times?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! I'm rolling up a couple woods. We hitting in the car. I'm gonna have a half. I'm gonna have a full tank because I was if I'm not working, as soon as I'm done working for the day, I fill my tank. So I'm gonna have a full tank. I'm gonna roll up some woods, pick her up. We're gonna hit Lakeshore Drive. We're gonna smoke. We're gonna go over by the planetarium and park, and we're gonna go sit on the fucking watch the fucking waves crash into the fucking aquarium. We're gonna go to Dobro's. We're gonna get 2 slices. Dobro's is like a New York style pizza place in Chicago in the Loop. Got some pretty big slices, 2 slices with that $20. Boom. Sit there and talk.
Ooh.
Then we got a blunt on the way home.
Ooh.
That's exactly what I do. What would you do? Where would you take your man?
First of all, so we'd have to make sure.
First of all,
First of all, we got to make sure that there are some free entertainment in my local area. Why? Because they're always doing free things for free. So we would go to that. Number 2, um, for refreshments, I'd bring that with, so that wouldn't include that $20. Um, we'll spend $20 at the liquor store, the smoke shop,
what
prepare.
hotel you going with for $20, nigga?
I didn't say hotel. I said
No,
we
I'm
are
talking
hanging.
about Skurlock. He said I date my bitch to the hotel and we gonna fuck.
Oh, y'all going to the budget?
This is
Okay.
a $20. The budget is $20.
Yeah, $20 for whatever. So if you spending your 20
He's
to
like
get
he's just
your
gonna pick her up in the car, shit. But he said hotel, so that's why to
oh
make sure he
wow.
curved the $20 rule.
Yeah, it's $20. But no, I spend that $20. He can get himself something to smoke or something to roll up in, get himself some
I
drinks.
always got something to smoke. I always got leaf. So that $20 is just
Um
going for the 2 slices, and that's enough for 2 slices because the slice is probably gonna be $6.99. That's 14. So and we get cans of pop too.
yeah, no, I'm not spending that 20. I have the food already. We'll have sandwiches and whatnot and take a cooler.
Hey, whatever works. But yeah, see, that's 2 good ideas though. That's 2 good ideas.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. See, you doing pretty good tonight, Bianca. Let's see what you got for question number 3.
Question number 3. Do you prefer lotion, Vaseline, or baby oil for your everyday lubrication needs?
Oh, I don't think anybody's gonna say baby oil right now. So I think I think we uh
Emotional damage.
No, I'm gonna say I'm going with lotion. That's what I use. I do I use Vaseline a lot for my lips. I do get chapped lips a lot, and even though sometimes sometimes Carmex works if they're real bad, I just got to use some Vaseline. But yeah, I use Dove lotion.
Okay. Okay.
And what about you, Miss Tate?
Um, it depends. I'll say on the everyday, it's Vaseline, just cause habit, and then I will use lotion, specifically Nivea, but probably more everyday is Vaseline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. That brings us to question number 4.
Question number 4. What was the last purchase over $100 that you've made?
Fucking school book. Just started a term.
Okay.
So that's that. It's a family law book
Okay.
that I tried to look for it online, but it's the 8th edition and the only thing I could find online. Uh, and searching fucking every fucking dark web torrent site was like edition 4. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna buy it.
Dang.
Yeah, just in case. So yeah, that's the last thing I bought over $100. What about you? I haven't seen you this week, so it didn't go to me.
I had to pay dues.
That wasn't $100. Oh yeah. Okay, now I see what you said.
I don't want to say groceries because that's probably all the time. But aside from groceries, gosh, me spending something over $100. What a couple of bills? I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say that my phone bill count is fucking shit, all types of shit. But yeah, it's easy to spend $150, anything. Everything's expensive nowadays, so
You know,
I don't
I
really.
I don't
Yeah, I don't
I
really.
can't even know when I've
Well,
bought.
I
I
know
can't.
coming up, I'm gonna be spending a lot of hundreds of dollars because the kid's about to graduate. So whatever he wants to do
Yeah.
after that, then we got the Orlando trip for his volleyball tournament, the end of June. I kind of want to get a new car after I finish this Wisconsin job. Think about maybe getting a new car, maybe. So
I
I'm getting
know
tired of
I'm
fixing shit on this
purchasing.
car.
I know I'm purchasing a television, and I have to buy a table for the television for Caleb's birthday because they've been without a table for a while. So
Oh,
maybe
okay.
that'll be my recent, over actually the TV is actually only $88, but that's as close as we're gonna get. So, um, yeah, so I'll say that TV will probably be my close to $100 purchase.
This motherfucker said out of nowhere said if I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat in the morning because at the end of the day I'm loyal.
Oh, just in the beginning. Okay.
Okay, let's move on to the final one. Question number 5.
Question number 5. If you could erase a musical artist, music, and their entire identity from pop culture, who would it be and
Fucking
why?
Drake. Fuck.
Why?
Cause I don't really. I've never been in that. I've never been in that fucking. I don't care for the music. And I never have from the beginning to now. And so if him and his whole catalog and shit and all that disappeared, it would not affect me at all. Yeah, see, Skurlock, he hate Drake too. Like, there's nobody else I could think of. Like,
Wow.
so I was like, I don't care. I do
I
not
feel
care.
that I feel that way about I was gonna say Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Eh, it make me no difference. There's no song she makes that I'm like, I
Days
know.
if I saw him, I'd try to swing on him. Holy shit! I'm
Jeez.
just not listening to his music. If I see him, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Kanye said you're a faggot."
You guys are so mean.
Uh, he punching Fred and Drake on sight. What the fuck?
Okay, that was 5 random questions.
Now, 5 random questions with Miss Bianca Tate. Oh, another lovely episode. Sunday Dinner episode 156. We hope we made you laugh and stuff like that. Maybe have a couple thought-provoking thoughts. It's good for the brain. stimulate your brain, so to speak. Next week we'll be back with who knows who. Maybe Bianca won't be here next week, and Ron will be here. Well, you know I'm going to be here because if I decide I'm not going to be here, everybody's like, "Oh, we're not podding." So until next week, thanks for tuning in. Episode 156. Everybody should feel love. So if you haven't been told you're beautiful today, you should have, because you are.